Hey everyone, so this is my cat litter review part 2, right? So after trying the crystals and clumping, which is, as you can see, some very grainy stuff with some odor beads. There's also this one here, which is recycled paper. I have never tried this one, but here it is. So we've tried the clumping, we've tried the crystal. Now personally, we love the crystal. Now the thing with the clumping, very dusty, and also if you don't have a cover for your litter box, cat just flicks it everywhere. I'll do a demonstration in the next video, but what I noticed from it straight away is that it's dusty. Although you get the clumps, as it says, you know, easily remove clumps for odor control. So yeah, basically if they do any business, everything clumps up and it's easy to get rid of, especially with a litter box scooper. But what I found was they just scoop it everywhere, they flick it everywhere. Cats are very messy, they can be. Our little knife really definitely is. She just flicks it everywhere. A vacuum job is usually have to be done every time. What we found with the crystal stuff, is that it's actually, at first I thought it wasn't very sustainable and quite, I guess, wasteful in regards to you kind of have to throw most of it out, but then I learned you actually don't, right? So it doesn't clump up like the clumping litter. But what it does do is that it goes yellow if they do number 1, and with number 2 it kind of just sits there. They kind of know, all Night Fury, every cat's different, it's all preference with cat litter, but with the clumping, Night Fury kind of knows that she doesn't need to cover it, she doesn't do too much flicking or scraping or trying to cover it, so she kind of leaves it. It's not as, there's a bit more odor, but it still has odor absorption, really easy to clean, not so scooper friendly, which I will show in the next vid, but we did prefer it. It's for me, it went from being what I thought it would be wasteful and not sustainable. Apparently it's carcinogen free, so not harmful for your pets. They can actually consume some of it, a little bit of it obviously, if they do by any chance, but it's pet friendly. It's not wasteful in regards to actually you only need to remove what was I guess used in the process, kind of like clumping. But the benefit for me was that there was not sand or bits of clump all over the bathroom where our litter box is, or all over the floor wherever your litter box is. So that's my 2 cents. So far, fan of the crystal. Clumping is a backup, but we did start with clumping, but I just found that it was just too messy, and the odor was the same as the crystal for me personally. So Night Fury's become accustomed to the crystal. There's also recycled paper. I don't know, look at this cute little guy. I don't know how good the recycling is, the recycled paper, but it's biodegradable and compostable, which is great. Sustainable feature, which in 2022 it's exactly what you need and want. But these two are also fairly good in that sense. The other thing actually I'll say about the clumping, which I didn't like, is that it's got clay. It's got a kind of, it might not be clay, but it's got a sense of clay in it, where if you get it wet, it sticks like clay, and then it's quite hard to clean. So for example, if you get a little bit in your garden, or a little bit on some leaves, or on concrete, or even on your bathroom floor, and you get a bit of moisture on it, it looks like concrete and it dries quite hard, and you kind of have to wash it straight away. So that's the other thing I didn't like about the clumping, but otherwise whatever works for your kitties. There's another one, cat clumping litter. What's this? Oh, pine pellets litter. I have not seen this one. Once again, probably very sustainable, biodegradable, compostable. Might be simple to use, but might be comfy. It feels pretty tough, but it looks like rabbit pellets, but might be good. Otherwise, yeah guys, that's my 2 cents in regards to cat litter. Stay tuned for the next one. The next one, we're actually going to look at the textures for the crystal and the clumping, and I'll show you how it looks in the scooper. But for now, stay tuned, like, subscribe, more cute and fluffy to come.